What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a peachy orangey makeup tutorial for you guys. It's this look right here, just some neutrals and warm tones and orangey colors for summertime, and I absolutely love it for this type of weather. It's very sunny over here where I live, and I think this is perfect for daytime or even going out. And ignore my hair. My hair's a mess and I don't feel like doing it after I do my makeup, so don't judge me. Okay, so I'm going to hop right in, and if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. I'm going to start off with my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm just going to prime my face with this, and then I'm also going to go in with my Poreless Face Primer. I'm going to apply this first, and then I'm going to apply this. Today I'm going to be using my Maybelline Dewy and Smooth Foundation in the shade 125. Alright, so lately what I've been doing to apply my foundation is using a foundation like stippling brush. So I'm just going to be applying my foundation and I'm just kind of patting it into my skin, and I'm also going to go in circular motions. Right on with foundation. So next what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be moving on to concealer. So this is the Hard Candy Glamouflage in the shade Ultra Light, and I'm going to be applying this as concealer and highlight. So I've been using this concealer a lot lately and I actually really like it. It's honestly, it kind of reminds me a lot of MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Okay, so I'm just going to be applying this as concealer and highlight underneath my eyes. The reason why it's also a highlight plus a concealer is because it's so light and so much lighter than my skin tone that it can highlight that area and accentuate it even under powder and other makeup that I put on top of it, if that makes sense. This concealer is like so creamy and it doesn't feel like heavy on my skin. I just really like it. So I'm taking my Fake Beauty Blender and kind of blending that in, and I'm just kind of patting it. And I'm also going to put it on my eyelids to prime for eyeshadow. So I'm just kind of patting this into my skin and blending it outwards like a natural highlight would go, like outwards. Getting my cupid's bow, my chin, and I'm gonna get right here. Once we're done with foundation, I'm just going to be going in with my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder just to set the fine lines around my eyes and underneath my eyes. And I'm going to be doing that, and then I'm going to go in with my highlight shade. So I just apply like a very small amount, and this stuff is just awesome. It really does get rid of those little wrinkles that you get under your eyes. Then I'm going in with my Coverall in Fair. And this is a pressed powder from Wet n Wild, and I really like this stuff to set my under eyes. Alright guys, so I'm going to go in and do my brows, and then I'll be back. I'm wondering if you guys want an updated brow tutorial, because the first one that I posted, I don't use that product anymore. Now that my brows are done, I'm going to start going in with eyeshadow, and eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is from the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. First, I'm going to be starting off with this shade over here. I forgot. I'm going to set my eyelids and my eye area just with a little bit more of that powder, what's left over on this brush, just to make sure that my eyelids are matte for when I put on shadows and that they are even. So going in with that shade, I'm just going to be putting that into my crease and blending it slightly upward as my transition color. It's like a warm, neutral, peachy, pinky color. I mean, it's kind of peachy. It's not super peachy, but it has a little bit of warmth to it. Move in so you guys can see. I kind of like to flare it out just a little bit at the ends. Kind of like this. And I'm just kind of blending it slightly upwards and just evening out, and I'm just blending right now. Okay, so that's what we have so far. So I'm going to be going in with a smaller crease brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's just a little bit darker than that first shade that we used, and I'm just going to be putting that into the outer crease in a V shape to kind of sharpen it a little bit, but we're going to be blending out any harsh lines. I'm just kind of focusing it on this area right here. See? Now we're just going to go back in with the fluffy brush and whatever's left on it and just hold it sideways and use the tip of it to blend out that harsh line. Okay, so that's that so far. So I'm just going to blend. I'm going to be taking this fun shade right here, and I'm going to be adding that towards the top lightly just to kind of give it more of an orangey peachy look. Just kind of blending that upwards towards my brow bone. And then I'm going to clean up the edges before I put on the lid color. So I'm just going in with my NYX concealer. And this is what I use to outline my brows as well. So I'm just going to be cleaning up the edge. Some people like to use tape, but I like to use concealer. To highlight under my brows, I'm going to be using this kind of dense brush. It's very, very dense. And I'm just going to be going in with a light highlight shade from the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. Right here, these two mixed together. And I'm just kind of going right underneath my brow on the ends of it. I'm not going like all the way. When you want to highlight your brows, you want to highlight the highest point, which is your arch. So I'm just kind of highlighting that area. Alright, now onto the lid color. Right, so I'm just taking this like shadow brush and I'm just picking up that darker pink-ish peach color that I showed you guys. And I'm just going to be patting that on my lids. Let's see how this works. And I'm just kind of circling it off once we get to that crease area. Like that so far. So I'm doing that to the other side too. And I'm just kind of cleaning up that crease and just making this a sharp edge. So I'm going to go in with Animal from ColourPop. And I'm going to go over those areas, because this is like a bright, like peachy, corally shade orange. Okay, so I just put Animal on my lids, and it's like a bright, corally shade. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's like a bright coral. I'm going in with a little bit more of that bright orange, and I'm just kind of going on the edges of this shadow, and I'm just outlining, kind of like pushing that into my crease. And then I'm going to go in with this orange shade right here. These two right here. So I'm going to put those two colors on the outer V right here. And I'm just kind of putting that into my crease. And I'm going to blend it. Alright, so the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to be going in with a brown shade. I think I'm going to use Brown Script from MAC right there. And I'm just going to be defining my crease a little bit more just to darken up this look. Alright, I'm going to be cleaning up the edges one more time, just in case there's any fallout. And then last, what I'm going to do to my lids is I'm going to be adding a little bit of gold. It's from MAC, I believe it's Amber Lights, yeah. And I'm just going to be applying that to the outer edge. Going from that dark color, we're just kind of adding that on to, it's kind of the center of the lids, but we're staying away from the inner corner where the really peachy color is. Alright, now we're going to highlight the inner corner. Okay, so I'm going with more of those peachy tones on the bottom lash line, and I'm going to be going in with that bright color that we used before and the gold. So I'm just going to be adding that bright color kind of towards the center of the bottom lash line, and I'm going to be blending that towards the outer part of the lash line. I can't even talk right now. And I'm adding a little bit of that gold to the center part of the lower lash line. And then I'm taking more of that highlight shade and blending that to the bottom lash line. And I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that Brown Script from MAC. Just darken up that area on the outer corner of the bottom lash line, just a wee bit. Now we're going to be going in with liner. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Black Liquid Liner. And I'll show you guys how I do that. It's pretty simple. I'm going to be doing a wing, and I do those all the time. So wing takes practice though. Like, you're not going to get it on the first try. I've been doing a wing liner since I was like a freshman or something. Like I've always done wing liner, and I just love how it makes my eyes wider, because my eyes are very round, so it makes me look like I have almond shaped eyes, so it kind of changes the shape of them, which is cool. Makeup is so awesome in that way that you can change the shape of your face and accentuate parts that you like and hide parts that you don't like. So yeah, I'm just doing a wing right now. And I'm darkening it up. Alright guys, so I'm going to let this wing liner dry. And I'm going to go in and contour and bronze my face. So I'm going in with my sample size still of my Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I love this bronzer. At first, I wasn't too crazy about it because I felt like throughout the day, like if I just itched my face, it would leave a line. I don't know if it's because of the foundation I was using at that time, or if I wasn't setting my face properly, or what it was, but I'm not having that problem anymore. So I really like it. And I feel like it's a really nice color for so many different skin tones, for maybe a couple shades lighter than me to a couple shades darker than me, depending on how strong you want your contour game to be. Alright, so I'm going to get the sides of my nose, and I'm just pinching my brush together like that, and just kind of getting the sides of my nose. If you're close to my shade too, another good contour to use for your nose is Soft Brown from MAC. I use it as my transition shade most of the time. I didn't use it today, but I also like to use that with my blending brush and could just kind of go down the sides of my nose, and I feel like it makes it look so natural, and it looks like a true contour, like a natural contour, if that makes sense. So I like to use that one as well. So now I'm going to be going in with Luminoso from Milani. I love this. Like, I love it. Like, it is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Like, I just love this shade so much. So I'm just kind of blending that on top of that bronzer that we used. Just slightly. But you don't want to go too high up to where it messes up your highlight, if that makes sense. But you just want to put that slightly on top and just blend it. Now, I'm going to use mascara before I do my highlight. I don't know why I like to do my highlight last because I feel like it's like a finishing touch, like bam, sparkle. So I'm going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. Alright guys, so I applied bottom and top mascara and I'm going to be going in with my Ardell Glamour Lashes in 105, I believe. I usually use 110. The most important thing about putting on lashes is you want to make sure at least that the two ends are down. So you want to make sure that the end right here closest to your inner corner is locked down and solid, and you want to make sure that the end closest to your wing or whatever you do with your liner is locked down and solid. That is so important because if you don't want your lashes to lift throughout the night or throughout the day, then you have to make sure at least those two sides are down and good to go. So guys, I was wondering if I should do a get to know me video. You know, because like you guys don't really know a lot about me, and I feel like I'm not that interesting of a person, but there might be some things that you guys want to know about me, you know? So if you guys think I should make a get to know me video, let me know down below, and maybe I will get that going for you guys. So my lashes are done, so now it's time to do the highlight. So I'm just taking my fan highlight brush and I'm going through the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette in the top left hand corner. And highlight is like my favorite part about doing my makeup. Highlight and brows. Even though brows take a long time, I still like doing them, especially when your brows are like freshly groomed. It's fun. And you just want to totally just get the very, very tops of your cheekbones. If you want to accentuate it downwards more, you can, like highlighting your cheek. Just highlighting the arch of my brow, like above the arch of my brow. My Cupid's bow. So now I'm going in with my Rimmel Lasting Finish Lip Liner in the shade, I think this is Tiramisu. Yeah, it is. I love this shade. Like, it's so perfect. And I'm just going to fill them in just a little bit. So I'm going in with Frida from ColourPop. So this is the finished makeup look, guys. Highlight. My hair is a mess still, but hope you guys liked it. It's kind of like a warm, peachy, orangey summertime look. So I hope you guys like this look. This is something that I could wear on a day-to-day basis and I wouldn't feel like, why am I wearing that much color? Because it still looks very neutral. And you can see like the pop of orange and coral kind of more towards the inner corner, but it's kind of like fades out with the gold, and then the neutrals with the warm tones, it kind of like fades out and it's very neutral. And I am thinking about doing a get to know me video. I kind of like want to share some things with you guys and just talk to you guys about who I am, what I do, and you know, kind of like a little bit about me, because I don't feel like you guys know that much. So if you guys are interested in a get to know me video, let me know in the comments down below and I'll be more than happy to make that for you guys. I'm also thinking about doing maybe like a video with my boyfriend, not like a makeup does my makeup video. I feel like that's more for the future, so that he has some time to watch my videos and kind of study them, because I feel like he would be a complete disaster. Like, he had, how many sisters? 5 sisters. So he knows a little bit, like he knows like mascara goes on your lashes, and he knows like eyeliner goes on your eye. Other than that, like, I'm a little scared for him if I were to do that. So I want to give him some time, but I'm thinking in the future maybe he'll be in a video with me. So we'll see. But I've been rambling a lot, and now I need to go edit this video and post it because I haven't posted in like 2 weeks because I've been so busy, and I went on vacation and I back and working and all that mumbo jumbo. So I need to get this up. So I'm going to stop rambling. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be back with another one soon. So, oh, and let me know in the comments down below if what videos you guys want me to make and whatnot. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.